Dang it. I wasn't recording. Anyway, what up, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. What's up? Today, I am starting a new project. This is the movie Home Invasion. So I thought of this movie, Home Invasion, a couple weeks ago, actually, and then I thought, when I'm done with the Hangout, the movie The Hangout, the short film which I'm working on, I'm not even done with the Hangout because of casting problems, but it will be finished. It will be finished eventually, and I'm posting it. So I thought, what other movie can I work on? So I thought, what do I have to my disposal? So I live in this house where it's not my house, of course, it's my dad's house, but you get the point. I have it to my disposal, and I can. I've always wanted to make a short action film where like a thief or a robber comes in the house and robs, and then the owner of the house like fights the robber, and they fight it up. So I thought, hey, I wanted to make a film. I've already made an action film before with fight scenes, except the fight scenes weren't as good. And I thought this last time I casted some kids, and this time I want to cast some adult actors, some grown up actors, not that type of adult actors, but yeah. So I'm excited. Today we are writing the film. I already have a rough concept of how I want the movie to play out. So it'll go like this: the owner of the house calls a friend saying, "Hey, I'm going out for a vacay, right? Or a business thing, and I need somebody to like house it, take care of my house." So his friend comes over, and then he leaves, right? So the friend is home, and then the robber comes in the house, tries to steal a couple things, but is confronted by the guy who's left in charge to house seat the house, and then boom, they start fighting, and all hell breaks loose. Pretty excited. I wanted to cast my friends, but like they're too busy, so I'm thinking of casting other people. But I'm not gonna worry about casting right now because I don't even have the script yet, which we are doing today. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a fun video. Okay, so let's get some things started. I already have a rough idea of what I want to happen in the movie. So this is a rough idea of the script. So I'm gonna like write it nicely on the PC. I will be typing. Yeah. So usually I listen to music while writing scripts, but because of copyright reasons, I'm going to put my headsets on, and then you won't listen to what I'm listening to, but doesn't matter. I'll just put a time lapse and like fast forward everything and put in some nice dope music that is not copyrighted, and yeah, here and there I'll be explaining exactly what I'm doing. I'm also going to screen record the PC so that we can see what is going on, and we are in. So I have written the first part of the script. The first part, what happens is, at first it was supposed to be, we introduced the owner of the house first. That was the plan. And I thought, I learned about this thing where you have to catch the audience attention with a hook. In short, I wanted to give an example, but I didn't think of anything. So there in, for example, a YouTube video where they will show you the ending before the movie, before like the ending, not really like spoiling what happens, or in a way spoiling, at least how I'm doing it is kind of spoiling what happens, but at the same time kind of creating anticipation, like, oh, so this is what's gonna happen. And you sure, I'm going to show you the ending, but I'm gonna want you to find out, hey, how did this happen? How did we reach to this ending? So sure, that's what I'm doing. I'm like giving you the end result, but you're gonna want to find out how we got there. That's the whole point. So the movie is going to start with showing like the end of the fight, and then we're gonna then introduce the owner of the house. His name will be Richard, because I think of very generic names when I'm naming my characters. If you guys have a better name in the comments, better name than Richard, or I have three characters. I have the robber. The robber, will keep him as the robber. We're not really going to explore him in any way. He's just going to be there for cool fight scenes. We're going to have Richard, who's the owner of the house, and Simon, who is the friend to the owner of the house. He's the guy fighting. Richard is. We're going to flesh out these two a bit. Not too much, though. Not too much. It's just going to be not I won't really diversify or flesh out the characters that much, but it will be fun. And yeah, so that's what's happening. I'm gonna get back to the video and cue writing montage. So I am just from finishing the scene where Richard and Simon talk to each other. Richard comes over, yada yada yada. And the next scene will be them just talking, and then Simon leaves. And then the exciting part comes in, and I start writing the action scenes. Action scenes are pretty hard to write because, like, you gotta keep it interesting, and you gotta visualize what's happening, or else you can't really you know it won't come out the way you want it to. But I'm excited, and yeah, progress. Ooh, what's up? So today is a new day. uh I am done with the script. Oh, I'm not done with the script. I'm done with the first part, the dialogue part of the script. Now we are on to my favorite part. Also not my favorite part because it's hard to write. The fight scenes. So I'm gonna show you how the fight scene is gonna go, where it's gonna happen, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. So let's get into it. What up? So I wrote. I don't know if you can see this paper. There we go. Okay, so I wrote my fight scene on this little paper. So what I would do is, if I'm doing something that's not productive, maybe watching a movie or walking around, or maybe just hanging out with my friends, cooking, as long as I'm just doing something that doesn't require a lot of mental brain capacity or whatever, I just doodle some fight scenes. I like to visualize. I would say I'm a very imaginative person, because I like to visualize the fight scene in my head and how it's gonna play out, and I'm writing it down so I don't forget, because I forget a lot of things. That's why I like to write them down or record them, whatever. So this is like a rough thing. I don't recommend writing on a small paper because I almost lost this paper. And once you lose the paper and boom, you have to start all over again. So I'm probably have to write them in the book. So I'm gonna transfer it to the script. I'm gonna transfer the thing to the PC so that then after writing the script, we're on to storyboarding, guys. Freaking storyboarding. We're doing some progress on this baby, yeah. Hello, so I am now on the PC and we are about to start good old, writing the fight scene. Now, I don't write the fight scene the same way that I write, the scripting. I went on YouTube and searched how to write a fight scene, fight choreography and all that, and I got nothing. The only thing I got was like, you know, storyboarding fight scenes and all that, but like writing it, I didn't get anything. So honestly, I'm just going from the top of my head. And the good news, only I have to understand what I'm writing. I could just, tell the actors what to do, just explain it to them. They don't really have to understand what I've written. As long as I'm, the director. Yeah, that's right. I'm the director. I've understood what I have written down, then, I think we're good. Yeah, we're down. Unless I'm working on a like big Hollywood, big budget movie type thing, which eventually I'll be doing. Then I'm gonna be more clear, more professional. But for now, whatever. Anyway, let's get to it. What's up, guys? What up, guys? We are done with the writing. I have finished writing Home Invasion, and now we are down, or should I say, off storyboarding. So there's something wrong with my selfie camera right here. If you look over there, there's a black thingy. It's destroyed, but anyway, I'll fix it up. Yeah.